Hi and welcome to our Epiphany Experts video. My name's Sam, I work in the online PR department at Epiphany.
And I'm Amy and I also work in online PR at Epiphany.
We're going to do our video today on the benefits of SEO PR for journalists and just basically how they can be used to help with link building and how they benefit the journalists as well.
So first of all, probably the main benefit of having SEO orientated public relations is the fact that the content that you produce can be completely unbiased, so it doesn't have to be brand orientated. Traditional PRs generally focus on brand management, they're concentrating on the content, championing their brand. Whereas from our perspective, of course, all these things are value add, but for us it is the SEO benefit of that article existing and that link going back through to your brand's website. So the main advantage of journalists is that they don't feel like they have to plug a brand. All they have to do is put that mention in. So you can do pieces of bespoke research that are basically just completely free of any kind of commercial ulterior motive that you get with traditional PR, and you get amazing quality content just in exchange for that tiny little brand mention.
So one of the key aspects of doing online PR as opposed to traditional PR is that we operate solely in the online spectrum. So we only care about the websites, the social mentions and everything around that. We're not too fussed about the print, and that's what really sets it apart, because with the print there's a lot of competition for space, and as Amy was alluding to before, there's quite a lot of issues around trying to be too commercial with your piece or trying to sell a product or a brand. We don't mind about that. That comes as a secondary function for what we do. So by operating on the online market, what we can do is work directly with digital editors, and we can make sure that we're not competing for space, which allows them and the journalists to tell more of a complete story. They can input the tables in to go along with the survey. They can talk about data visualization as well as the story itself and show the user those pieces. So I think it adds more of a complete story because the space premium is not there.
Sort of number three of sort of the top four advantages of SEO orientated PR would be that you're not going to be limited to traditional PR content that journalists are so used to receiving through your inbox. So journalists' inboxes generally resemble a bit of a Twitter feed, so they're going to get so many emails through that are just press releases, that are brand focused, that are brand orientated, that are all about portraying that brand in the best light possible. Now for us, we've got so much potential to do different kinds of PR, different kinds of link building that involve more creative content. So here at Epiphany, we like to talk about a creative approach to link building, and the same applies with our online PR. So instead of just sending through a press release telling a journalist how amazing your brand is, what we try and do is offer assets or something different along with that press release that a journalist can use to make their content more shareable, more usable, more interesting, rather than just writing copy. So for example, everyone knows about sort of the rise of the infographic, the advent of the infographic, but we at Epiphany are doing so much more than infographics. We're doing creative content, we're doing assets, visual assets, interactive graphs, we're creating sort of almost small little microsites for people on a bespoke basis. So it's about sort of kind of thinking outside the box really, and thinking, all right, well, this is a story, how can I make this shareable, interactive, usable, more linkable? So it's those kind of things that we really try and do.
So on that, with the sharing aspect, traditionally, obviously link building has been on a one-to-one basis. You produce some content and it goes to a website. The PR element offers the opportunity to take a piece of content and make it a bespoke piece for certain publications, but also then filter off the bottom of that to go to maybe less high DA sites, looking at the medium range, local press or regional angles. The next step that we're looking at the moment and that we just started implementing ourselves is to work on the social side of things, and that's relying on social sharing to get natural links. Now how this sort of differs is that there's no guarantee that you're going to get that link, and there's no guarantee that it's going to be shared. So that's why when we're coming up with creative campaigns now and seeding plans, It's much more about finding out the demographics that you're trying to hit, making sure you target exactly the right people at the right time through the right channels. It may be that a website can't give you a link, but if they have 80,000 Twitter followers and they're willing to retweet something for you, then that's 80,000 people that could potentially see it and potentially share it on their own blogs or on their Facebook or however they want to do it. And that adds so much more power. And the way things are going, we're hoping that Google will start taking the social side of things into recognition when it's doing the rankings, and this will become more and more valuable.
I guess it's just sort of to finish off, it's about kind of making everything tie in nicely together. So thinking about everything as a whole rather than separate sort of PR techniques, so tying it all in together. But I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.